Hi there. So in our journey with advanced workflow techniques for music production, we continue to look into that how to utilize advanced MIDI controllers or MIDI controllers in your music production with different digital audio workstations, as well as how to use iPad in your music production as a controller to control the digital audio workstations. And then last but not least, we will look at how different digital audio workstations support touchscreen use and how you could use touchscreen with your digital audio workstation. So let's get going with the introduction of these devices, and then we will dive into how to utilize them in your digital audio workstation. Alrighty, let's get going. Alright, let's get started with these devices. So don't throw away your family iPads because they are pretty handy when using in music production, even the old ones. So here, for example, I have a decibel monitor running in it that has VU meters, and it's very handy on that. Still very usable even though it is an old iPad. Then I have Push 2 that I use with Ableton Live, but Push 2 works also with Bitwig. And there is actually an interesting software that links Push 2 with Bitwig also, and actually provides some other capabilities into it. So we can look into that a bit also for the Bitwig users to see that how to use it with Bitwig. Then there is a monogram controller that is used kind of for sliders or knobs or buttons that you can program. We'll look into that as well briefly, that how to set it up and how to use it. And then of course you have multiple different ways of entering MIDI. MIDI keyboards you have. I have here the Rolly Lumi keyboard. That is an MPE type of a controller. And then in the bottom I have a Atom SQ that is for Studio One and Presonus. So it is, of course, as it is a Presonus device, it works very well with Studio One and provides some great functionality for Studio One users. Lumi Control is of course, you can use that as a controller for any digital audio workstation that supports MPE type of a MIDI instructions. And then on top you see a Raven MTI, a touchscreen monitor that can be also used within the music production. And as mentioned, we will look into that how to use Raven in your music production with your digital audio workstation. So that gives some advances, of course, and you can get a bit more tactile on when using touchscreen monitor. And then of course when it comes to the different keyboards, there are like Native Instrument is providing keyboards. Then there is a Nectar that is providing keyboards. Novation is providing different type of keyboards, and you need to check them out and see that what works best with your digital audio workstation in order to use the functionalities and features from them. So for example, for Reason users, I know that many use Nectar keyboard because it has a quite tight integration with Reason. I had it once when I used Nectar as well as my keyboard, but I don't have it anymore, so I don't carry that. Then when we move towards right, we see here a Stream Deck, which is a handy small controller. Of course, you can get these also in different sizes, and this is a quite old one. But it's handy to kind of program different type of key shortcuts into it. Then we will also have specific session for UF8 and how does that is or how it is integrated with different digital audio workstations and how to use it with those. And then on top I have another iPad that I use with Metagrid IO that I can program, and I can actually do everything in that itself. So we can dive into that Metagrid IO a bit more detailed as well, and how to program that for the different digital audio workstations. So that's a kind of a quick outset of what type of devices you could use. And this is of course not all, but these are some kind of essential ones that you use, kind of motorized faders or MPE type of MIDI keyboards, or then iPad as a controller or a touchscreen. So that's what we will do, and that's what we will look into. So next we will dive into more closely of configuring this and how to use them in your music production. So stay tuned, remember to subscribe for the channel for more content, and we will dive into these devices in the future episodes. Alrighty, thanks for watching, bye now.